Well, here we go again, this time in Prague, Czech Republic, for the 2019 STIHL Timbersports World Championship Relay event. Over 27 countries coming together to compete for the gold. Team USA returns to the international stage with sights set to match or best their second-place finish from last season. The country of Turkey will be the first challenge of the night for this U.S. veteran team with some new faces.
Yeah, World Championships with big lights, lots of crowd. It's amazing, but it's high energy. You got to keep yourself calm, I think is the main thing. You got me on the stock saw, Matt Cogar on the underhand, Jason Lentz on the single, and Nate Hodges on the stand-and block. So Nate's our first-time man. He really brings energy to the team and desire and ferocity and everything. I don't know. He's focused. He's ready to go. And he has hit speed unreal.
This is my first time in Europe, and it's neat. It's different. It's a different experience. I'm glad I'm getting to do it and do what I love. And be here in Prague is awesome. It's amazing. It's the history here it's absolutely amazing.
The 2019 STIHL Timbersports Collegiate Champion Andrew Sargent has traveled to the Czech Republic. The West Virginia University athlete will assist Team USA this week.
So I'm going to help them with their gear. So I'll help them. I'll tape some of their times and the relays so we can break the videos down and see where we can make adjustments to be faster so we can get into that #1 spot.
Next up, United States going up against Turkey. The United States was among the teams that were under a minute with a 56.43 in the time trial. So pressure is on.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go.
Great start for Team USA. They're fast through that first cookie. Very even start, actually. Turkey right there with them. Jason Lentz is now on single buck. Big tall man, Jason. He's got plenty of power and he's looking good on the single buck there as the underhand chop is finally done for by Turkey. And Turkey's got a strong man on their single buck as well. So if anybody can catch up, it's him. Oh, and Jason Lentz gets that saw hooked up. And now it's given an opportunity to Turkey to catch up. Murat Bas waiting on that standing block. And a huge finish for the USA on stand A with a time of 1:04.59.
That could have gone a little bit better, but that'll put us in a spot to advance. Something ain't working out right like it should.
After video review, we determined that there's a 15-second penalty on Team Turkey for the transition between underhand and single. The winner is Team USA.
All right, the penalty is a moot point here because Team USA was just that much faster than Turkey was in this case. So Turkey is eliminated from competition, and that means the USA will be moving on to the quarterfinals.
Success for Team USA begins with their preparation. Several years ago, the U.S. teams began arriving early to acclimate and train before each World Championship. This year, that journey brought the team just south of Prague to the town of Písek.
It's a lot different vibe being over here. This is my 4th time now. When we come over here, we have the opportunity to tighten up our transitions. We try to get the quickest transitions in the relay as we can.
This is his last hit. So it's clearly severed there, right? So we're at just over 1.8 for our total transition time. If we can get that, if we can get a couple tenths off of Matt Cogar, we're looking good. So these guys are all top guys in each event, so I'm not going to change how they're doing each event. What we want to do is make sure our transition between events is as minimal amount of time wasted as possible.
One of the teams standing in the way of the United States medal quest, last season's gold medal winner, Team Australia.
the reigning world champions in green and yellow, Team Australia, led out onto the stage.
Let's break down this one-of-a-kind event in the Duluth Trading Company Discipline Review.
You've got 4 different events. You start off with the stock saw, and you want to stay really calm when you cut the stock saw so you get a nice clean cut. It's just one cut down, and you put that down with the underhand.
And then you're on the back to the single buck.
You really got to concentrate on the single buck that you get a good start, because it's quite hard to start the saw and get away quick.
Then you're moving to the standing.
You leave it all on the floor in that and just go your hardest. And hopefully when you finish, you're number one.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Camera on Lawrence O'Toole, focusing on him right now for the start. Really good cut by both of these teams, and it looks like Belgium is through first. And now Australia joins the fray here on Underhand Chop. Mitch Argent on Underhand Chop, working to the other side already. So strong in this discipline, they are through. Braden Meyer now working that single buck, that long 2-meter saw for Australia. Belgium falling behind here as they finally jumped into the single buck now. Whoa, look at that time. Glenn Gillum now with that huge axe head of his. The speed that axe moves under his control is just incredible. He is through. Are they going to get it done under a minute? Boy, it's going to be close there. Yes! One, oh my goodness, I think they might even adjust that one. 1:00.27 for Australia.
With that win, Team Australia advances to the round of 8. Coming up next, Team USA's next challenge, do battle with the home team. The United States will square off against the Czech Republic next.
STIHL Timbersports on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by STIHL, maker of a full line of gasoline and battery-powered handheld outdoor power equipment. Find yours at stihlusa.com. By Duluth Trading Company, the official workwear sponsor of STIHL Timbersports, and by John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer.
Welcome back to this place with so much history, so much beauty, Prague in the Czech Republic. After a decent time by Team USA and a DQ by Turkey, the U.S. is moving on to Heat 2 against the home team, Czech Republic. Even though they won round 1, imperfections were found in that first heat, so it's back to the drawing board with Team USA and their coach, Mike Slingerland.
Mike Slingerland, one of the best competitors we've seen, but he is known as the best coach, the doctor, the professor, whatever you want to call him. He can analyze all your movements. He can analyze you psychologically. How are you doing on that day? Get you in the zone. But they did a lot of free training. They trained in North Carolina with Mike Slingerland at his training ground before they came over. They came to Czech Republic. Martin Cormack set them up. They did more training over here. So they've done their homework. They've done everything. Now cut to your ability. Don't try to cut beyond. And that's how you make a winning team.
All right, so we're going to bring our next pairing out onto the stage here. It is going to be the home team, Czech Republic, up against the USA. Martin Cormack setting up for the underhand chop, his favorite discipline. A lot of people here crossing their fingers for Team Czech Republic going up against the USA. One of 4 that are under a minute on their time. Could improve here.
Warm up your saws.
All right. The pressure is on here.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Leos Klima for the Czech Republic starts off on stock saw. Heavily concentrated there. The USA looking very solid as well. USA drops the cookie first, but Martin Cormack right there behind them. USA looking strong. Now moving over to the single buck. Jason Lentz, a big boy, pushing hard to get through that single buck quickly. And now stepping over to the standing block chop. The Czech Republic getting lots of support from the audience here. One final blow. Oh my goodness, a great time by the USA, 51.87.
That's what we wanted out of our single buck. Just had to give him a little talking to. Yeah, that was a good race. 51 seconds, one of our fastest times ever.
8 hits in the front, coming off and 6 in the back. Smooth running single buck stall. Matt blowing away the block, just ripping it apart. It's great. That's all we need. Right there in the bottom, 51 seconds. That's what it's going to take to be competitive with Australia and New Zealand.
And the winner is Team USA.
Well, something is certainly being done right with a near record-breaking time of 51 seconds. However, the competition is far from over.
You know, just a couple races to get everything together.
Yeah, we're getting there. Only 2 seconds out of New Zealand. And that's still in the single buck, but at least we're a lot closer than we were.
We did a lot better that time. I figured out what I was doing wrong, so I fixed that. I'm happy about that. But we still have a little mistake, so that's not the full potential of this team yet. So we're not satisfied till we get there.
Well, after a great time against the home team, Czech Republic, the U.S. received a much-needed boost of momentum for the next heat against a dominant competitor.
4 teams remain here at the STIHL Timbersports Team World Championship. Team New Zealand will be going up against Team United States. New Zealand will have stand A, the USA will have stand B, and then we're going to see Poland and Australia.
Most of these competitors have competed on the world stage before. Nate Hodges is not one of those guys. Let's take a look at how he got here.
You know, I did my first ever Steel Series type competition 2 years ago, and first standing block I ever cut, I went out, you know, I literally had only been training for a week, and I won the competition. And that just started the fire. And I hit the sport full force. I went from being a nobody to being basically ranked into the top 10 for the 2019 season, and made my first debut at the Steel Series qualifier this year, and came away with the first place win. Typically, nobody makes that quick of advancements in the sport. And you know, I put in a lot of time and dedication and went in there and won that qualifier, and I think it was an eye-opener for everybody. I'm pretty happy with the way things went this season. I've worked hard. A lot of people know I've worked pretty hard to get there, and I've been quite blessed to have the ability and everything to get to where I'm at. And it's an absolute honor to be here in Prague to compete in the World Championships with all the top timber sport athletes in the world.
All right, guys, let's do this. All right, let's go. This will be a good one to watch. And everybody out there who competes at the best of their ability will be good.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Very good start by both of these teams. As always, they're so even at this point. Moving over to the underhand chop. New Zealand switching to the front side quickly. The USA lagging a bit there. Axe hook up, and they're quick through the, oh my goodness. What a great cut there. A lot of cheering going on here. New Zealand very quick through that single buck. Oh my goodness. Oh, a massive hookup and that's going to cause problems for New Zealand, as now it's come down to the two anchormen. Nate Hodges, he's been solid moving to the other side. Will the USA be able to take down New Zealand? Oh my goodness, it's going to be a close one. No! New Zealand does it in a time of 51:52. The United States 53:06. How close was that, folks? Oh my goodness. And I thought New Zealand was going to be in trouble after that single buck got stuck. No flags so far. So that's a good thing for Team New Zealand.
And the winner is Team New Zealand.
Well, there is no question about it. Heartbreak and agony is what Team USA is feeling right now after their close loss to New Zealand. However, the competition isn't over yet, as the U.S. will compete for the bronze against Poland. That's coming up.
STIHL Timbersports on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by STIHL, maker of a full line of gasoline and battery-powered handheld outdoor power equipment. Find yours at stihlusa.com. By Duluth Trading Company, the official workwear sponsor of STIHL Timbersports. And by John Deere, nothing runs like a deer.
Hey, welcome back to the Industrial Palace. We are just minutes from the Old Town Square in beautiful Prague, Czech Republic. All of the hours spent training have led inevitably to this moment. Only 2 heats remain as the relay show comes to a close here in Prague. Team USA's #1 goal now is to obtain a podium finish, while New Zealand and Australia battle it out for the gold.
It is the United States against Poland. Poland has been a revelation here this weekend. The USA up against Poland in the consolation final. This is for places 3 and 4 in the overall standings in today's event, and of course in the world rankings for the teams. As the tension rises here for both of these teams, we get the SAW warm-up command, and we get ready to drop the hammer on this small final here.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, stock saws are in and they are rolling. Looking good for both teams. Poland through quickly. The USA just a hair ahead of them. Oh, he got his axe really caught on the turnaround. That's a disadvantage for him. Can he get through quickly? He does a great job, though. On the Polish side, Marcin Draga has to do one last hit. They've been struggling with those things slabbing big time. Oh yeah, great job by Jason Lenz to get that single buck through like butter. And now, Michał Dubicki for Poland. Nate Hodges for the USA. He gets his axe caught. Michał Dubicki battling hard. It's going to be a tight one here, but it looks like it's going to be Nate Hodges dropping that block for the USA quickly. Great job by the US to beat Poland by just a little bit. And it should be official here.
Team USA!
Yep, there we go. Now it's official at 53.91. Poland with a 56.87. So no records broken this time around, but a great job by the USA to take third place here at the competition. Poland will end up in fourth. New Zealand coming onto the stage with the reigning champions, Team Australia. Here we go, the final.
Go!
Lawrence O'Toole with a good start on that stock. Oh my goodness, they're so even. Braden Meyer working hard here. Jack Jordan doing his best to keep up with the fast axe of Braden Meyer, and it looks like Jack Jordan might get through. No, he will not. Braden Meyer got it, Jack Jordan just after him, and now over to a frantic pace from Kyle Lemon, absolutely hammering away on that single buck. but it's going to be Brad DeLosa just ahead. And now it comes down to Mitch Argent and Shane Jordan battling hard on the standing block. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Australia or New Zealand? Oh my God, how close is this? It's one of the closest heats we've had all day long, and it's Australia defending their title of Team World Champion 2 years in a row.
And that fast performance is our John Deere power play. Nothing runs like a deer.
Team Australia does it again for the second year in a row, taking down the team with the most consecutive wins of all time, New Zealand.
Bronze medal USA, silver medal New Zealand, and gold medalists and world champions Australia!
It's just absolutely epic, being out here with the boys and giving it our all, being a team, working hard together and having a hell of a time.
Well, it is pretty clear that Team USA's zeal for the sport of lumberjacking has paid off and helped them achieve their goal of a podium finish once again.